Information confidential. Data label classified.
We chose Go It Alone as the first single because it's got both the soul vibe and the rock vibe that I think really encapsulates this new album, The Book of Jonah. I came up with the treatment after writing the song, and I always looked at the song as a very literal, you know, when the song came to me, it really was that notion of being the secret agent. I kept seeing, you know, the born supremacy and, you know, that type of Mission Impossible sort of vibe.
Has my mission been detected? I wonder if my cover's blown.
Nadir came to me and he said, well, let's do Go It Alone. I said, all right, let's do Go It Alone. He gave me a treatment. And from that, I just kind of pulled some imagery from what he gave me. He gave me a good base foundation for the imagery that he wanted for the film, and I kind of went with it.
Underground and unsuspected, I think I'm out here on my own.
It ends up kind of being almost like a Raiders of the Lost Ark sort of thing. So the guitar is this holy grail lost ark that I'm searching for. It's more that vibe than I'm just breaking into a spot and stealing a guitar. It's that covert mission kind of thing.
Communication breakdown, I've crossed enemy lines. I'm on
We didn't have the $20 million budget to blow up cars, or, you know, at one point Drew wanted to drop me off of a roof, you know, and that wasn't gonna work, you know.
It's an action film without the sex and violence, which it works, but you know, it's good, it's awesome, but no explosions or anything, and that's really a budget constraint.
I'll just go it alone. I'll just go it alone.
So we also wanted to use the technology with the Beat Thing made by BKE Tech out of Nashville. We wanted to use the technology to give it that Mission Impossible vibe.
I shot it on a Canon 60D, which is a digital SLR that shoots HD video. The DSLR systems are really nice compared to what normally videographers would have used in the past, since the sensor of the DSLR is a lot larger with lenses. It gives you a little bit more depth of field. What's in focus and what's out of focus in the back is much more apparent, and you have a lot more granular control of what your focus is, so you can really show the audience exactly what you want to show them. And that bringing in a lot of some simple technology like a dolly slider and an actual like camera slider to add some predetermined motion to the camera to give the action a little bit more fluidity and kind of allow the video to flow together a little bit better. As well as the camera slider, which is kind of a small version of the dolly track that goes on top of the tripod rather than on the floor where a dolly system would normally work. That worked out well for the Russell stuff because it was a little bit more portable, and even though you get less movement from front to back, we were able to get these nice intricate little slides on the camera slider that really enhanced the look of the film as well.
You know, I had worked with Drew Parfit. We founded Detroit Music TV together, and we worked together on a few other videos. So when we decided that we were going to work on the Go It Alone video together, we discussed different locations. We tried some different spots.
Eventually it did come together. We got the Russell Industrial for like kind of the cinematic film portion.
The Russell Industrial Complex, of course, gave us that great old factory building vibe for the hallway scenes that we used. And then also our good friend Emily Rogers hooked us up with Next Wave Media.
And they have this nice digitorium with theater seating and a nice stage.
And we found that fantastic theater that gave us, you know, a cleaner, empty theater vibe that really, you know, I think adds a different dimension to the video because it kind of goes from that transition of the grimy, rustic industrial thing, and then goes to the nice, clean shoot in the theater space. Here at the back gate for Submerge, we had what we needed was a factory, industrial looking kind of setting, and we knew that we could get that with the really rustic iron gate.
Casting was fun. Obviously, we had to have Nadir. When Ezra was able to come through and get us Martin Engelking as our secondary agent next to Christopher Spooner. And he did a great job. Spooner was great. Spooner's always great. Tate was great at the end. We got some good outtakes of him purposely falling off of his drums. It's a really fun song, really fun to shoot. Even to add more to the cinematics, I shot it in a wider aspect ratio and kind of wrap it up into a whole piece that instills some emotion, visually appealing, all that fun stuff that make a film what it is and gives it its identity.
You know, Drew and I have worked together for a really long time. We did a couple of videos together, and actually with Detroit Music TV, he would go around and shoot a lot of live bands. He shot my band, and so I knew he was going to do really well just because I know he really stays focused on making sure the technical stuff is right and making sure that everything is the highest quality possible. But then when we started working on the Go It Alone video, the creativity just really blew my mind. I want people to love it and enjoy it and buy it.
And I'm almost home, I'll just go it alone. Has my mission been detected? I wonder if my cover's blown. Underground and unsuspected, I think I'm out here on my own. When I call back to base, communication breakdown, I frost in